What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video about Forza Horizon 3. Now, unlike our typical videos where I'm not doing a coverage video for once. In fact, this video is going to be a top 10 list. The top 10 things I want to see in Forza Horizon 3. Now, the cars have already been revealed, and to make things short and sweet, I'm going to try to keep everything kind of in a discussion format. Just letting you guys know now, this video is completely unscripted, so if I sound like an idiot, saying the same thing multiple times, you know why. So, to start off, first thing I want to see is a more car show kind of thing. Now, car meets were confirmed to be in the game already, with parking lots and stuff being kind of visible. It's in the screenshots, basically. One thing I'd love to see is actual car shows where people can pull into like a designated area, and people have like use judges, whether NPC or players, and go down and judge each people's cars. And if you win, you get either a free car or a credit bonus or a prize spin or something like that. It'd be really neat to see kind of orchestrated into the game. Now, number 9, the next thing I would totally love to see is a mode, like I call it Cops and Robbers, even though it's not really Cops and Robbers per se. But the idea for this comes from Black Panther and Maddie Plays Games. If you don't know who they are both English gaming YouTubers. Maddie Plays Games is more of an all-around YouTuber, very similar to myself. Black Panther is a very big racing game YouTuber. Now, Black Panther on his channel has done several videos concerning Forza Horizon 2, known as the Great Chaff Chase and the Great Mandam Chase. Now, these are both kind of like, I'm just going to go through what they do in those videos, basically. What they do is, one of them is a cop, and they have a car with a cop wrap on it that they use to chase down the other person. They have a set destination they go to after a bit of a funny skit, and if they get tagged before they get to that designated point, they lose. And I think so far no one's ever actually won that challenge. They've only done 2 videos on it, but I'd love to see something like that. And the way they do it is best 2 out of 3. So I would love to see where, say someone is the cop and they hit the guy. The game will say so and so wins this round. They go back to the start point. The other guy gets his head start, and then the cop chases off with him after the designated time. I'd say about 10 to 15 seconds. And then you keep going until there's a winner. Excuse me. And I think that'd be really neat to see in the game. Number 7, the next thing I'd love to see is more difficult off-roading. Now, the thing with these Horizon games and these more arcadey style games is the fact that they are very heavily, well, not so realistic on off-roading. Now, according to Black Panther, Horizon 3 said that like he played Horizon 3's demo, he said that off-roading is a bit more strenuous, I believe he said, than it was on concrete. And if you don't know, most of my sources are from him. But yeah, it's really cool. The sound of that it is going to be more difficult to off-road in a car such as the one you're seeing right now, which I'm going to do a video on eventually, because this is probably one of the riciest cars I've ever made in Forza. But anyway, back to the main topic of the video. It's definitely really cool to see hear that Horizon 3 is going to be a bit more difficult to off-road on. But I would like to see it taken up a step further. Now, if you guys never have heard the game Spin Tires, it's an off-roading simulator. It's full on, like, this is how this specific car will perform off-road, whether you like it or not. I'd love to see that level of off-roading in Horizon 3, where you have to basically have something that's four-wheel drive, or you're going to get stuck, and you have to rerun. That's what I would love to see on that part of Horizon 3. Number 7. Yeah, 7. I think. Yeah, 7. Sorry, I had to think for a second. But number 7 would be a would be kind of like a creator mode. Now, I don't know if this is. I know this is kind of a thing. To my knowledge, Horizon 2 has like a race creator very similar to stuff like GTA, where you can't set out props per se like you can in GTA. But it'd be kind of cool is if you could create your own like racetracks, stuff like build your own corner walls and build up tire walls and stuff. Be able to create full-fledged city courses. I love doing that in GTA. I'll probably showcase it in a video later on, where I show you guys the track race that I built personally, and that I think is really neat. It's literally a city course. It doesn't look right if you look at one specific corner, but I'll go over that in that specific video. Number 6. would be kind of a lift kit. Now, a lot of people are going to criticize me for this because I'm not a lift kit kind of guy. I do own a truck in real life, but I never have plans to lift it, and the reason for that is because it's two-wheel drive. But I would love to see lift kits coming to Forza. I know there is the rally suspension, but I would like to see, since this is going to be a heavily off-road based game, since Australia is very deserty, very dirt based, that we get like a full-on lift kit where we can like choose a size lift or something like that, and it's only available on the bigger vehicles such as SUVs, pickup trucks, stuff like that, like the Bronco, the Escalade, as you see here, and a couple of other cars. I can't think off the top of my head. That'd be really cool to see, and as well as that, I like to see where you can actually make the tires bigger. Now, on Forza Motorsport 6, as you guys all know, you can actually change the tire profile, but when you do the tire, not the tire profile, but the rim size. And what it does is it makes the tire smaller. What I would love to see in Horizon 3 is the ability to change the size of the wheel like normal, but the ability to change the size of the tire at the same time. Now, that's like you can change the tire width and the tire profile itself, and I would love to see that in Horizon 3. Number 5 would be an expansion for New Zealand. Now, a lot of people have already talked about this, but New Zealand is I believe either connected or really close by to Australia, and it'd be really cool to kind of get to the kind of off-roady side of Australia, and then the more urban New Zealand. That'd be really cool to have like that kind of like factor where it's kind of balanced out a little bit. Where you could be like, one part of me would be like, okay, I want to go off-roading, I'm going to go to Australia, or okay, I want to drive more urban in territory, I'm going to go to New Zealand. It'd be cool. For example, Horizon 2 would be Storm Island expansion, I believe what it was called, and it'd be kind of cool to see something like that appear in Horizon 3, but instead of using Storm Island, you use New Zealand. Number 4 definitely would be something along the lines of a color type customization. Now you can basically create your own color in Forza Horizon, or not Forza Horizon, Forza Motorsport 6, which is basically the only Forza game I've actually played. But with that, you are able to make like a specific color, like this red you see here in this Escalade. But you don't get to pick the kind of shade of color. I've never seen it where you can change the exact like shade of the color. I would love to see something more along the lines of a like a metallic color on certain cars, and I can't get that because all I can get are gloss colors, unless I go to the special colors where I get like the prism color, and all that stuff. That's definitely something I want to see. And number 4 would be to be a color type customization, not a color shade, but color type. Number 3 would be a nice set of body kits for other vehicles. Now, we all know wide body kits are coming in the game. Rocket Bunny and Liberty Walk in particular are coming to Forza Horizon 3. But the one thing I would love to see is like conversion body kits for like cars being converted to raid truck. Now, if you played Need for Speed Shift 2 Unleashed, if you go back really far back on the channel, you'll see that I have before. Be really neat in order to get something along those lines where you can have the works group of cars where you can convert cars over to full-fledged race cars. I'd love to see something like that in Horizon 3, where, like, for example, you can take one of these Escalades and convert it into a raid truck. Very similar to how you can in the crew as well, but it's not, like, restricted to any specific type of race like it is in the crew. Number 2 and number 1 are kind of both, like, the usual stuff. Number 2 would be more along the lines of more balanced customization, because a lot of cars don't have balanced customization. And number 1 would have to be something along the lines of a much more well-fledged out. Can't really think of what I was going to say. A much more clear. Like I said, I'm sorry, this video is unscripted. Like I said, I can't really think right now. Number 1's always really hard for me to think of something to use, but what is something I could use for number 1? I guess I could say like the ability to change license plates, not like the numbers because I know that's confirmed, but the style. Now, a lot of cars in Australia use the long European style plates, and I believe at the same time some plates down there have the more like over here in America style plates. I like to see something like that where I could get something like a Ford Mustang GT and have like the European style plates, because I really do like European plates. It'd be really cool to have that kind of stuff set up. Anyway, I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video. I know it was kind of long, and you're probably seeing a black screen right now, or my logo, because I went over the actual video clip itself because I was discussing this stuff for so long. But I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, everyone.